Oh, hey guys, how's it going? I just want to go back over what we talked about on our Zoom call today, if I could. So let me just pull this up for you. We're going to talk photosynthesis and pictures, okay? And we're really going to focus on that first half of the picture, the light-dependent reactions. So here we go, photosynthesis and pictures, and we're just talking light-dependent reactions to start. Okay, so first off, here's a plant cell. Okay, we know this. We see our cell wall, see the cytoplasm, the large central vacuole. That's kind of the old stuff. What we're focusing today is this crazy thing that plants do is taking energy from the sun and converting it to energy that every living thing on the planet can use. Okay, chemical energy. So again, photosynthesis, right? Photo meaning light, synthesis meaning to make, light energy used to make sugars. Okay, and this is the crazy thing that plants do that we can't. So here goes. Let's learn about photosynthesis by looking at pictures. Okay, this picture is crazy. All right, and what I want to stress is today I'm going to make a video on this half of the reaction. Okay, so as we look, we're looking at two different levels. Okay, here's our plant cell. Okay, and we're going to take this chloroplast and we're going to zoom in. And I know there's a lot going on right now with all the other labeling, but let's just focus on here's the chloroplast. If we zoom in, here's what the inside of a chloroplast looks like. And well, this isn't quite it, obviously, right, without the labeling. The thing that a chloroplast has are two distinct parts. These things called thylakoids. Okay, it's got a ton of these things called thylakoids. All right, they're really important in photosynthesis. Okay, the other thing that really matters as far as parts of a chloroplast go is the stroma. All right, so we've got stroma, right? That's this, and everyone I would compare it to the inside of a jelly bean, right? If this whole thing's a jelly bean, the stroma is what you'd eat in the inside of a jelly bean. There's this other little granular thing that's called the thylakoid. All right, so the rest of the day on my little mini lecture here, we're gonna focus on what happens at the thylakoid. Okay. So inside the thylakoid is a pigment. Okay, here's just a couple different. I thought this was a pretty picture. Okay, all this stuff is stolen. All right, well, I don't know, borrowed. Okay, so what do pigments do? They absorb light and they reflect it. Okay, so this would absorb all the colors of the rainbow except for green, which is reflected back. Right, and this pigment, there's a pigment in this material that absorbs all the colors of the rainbow and reflects blue. So if we go back to our thylakoid, there's a pigment in here, and it's called chlorophyll, not borophyll, chlorophyll. All right. Well, what does chlorophyll do? It absorbs light energy. Okay. That's the key, is that this pigment, right, this green pigment, it absorbs light energy and it reflects back the unused green energy, and that's why the leaves appear green. Okay. The other thing that happens here in our light reactions, which again is our focus, light is absorbed by the pigment, and then the energy is used to break apart water. In this thylakoid, the energy from light is used to tear apart a water molecule. What happens when you tear apart a water molecule? You get its constituent parts get separated, right? And that's, I mean, we all know, we've heard since my daughter's learning now that plants make oxygen, Daddy. Yeah, but where does the oxygen come from? She has no idea. The oxygen comes from water molecules. Okay, the water molecules get split, and the oxygen that you, me, our friends that we are isolated from, and the people you follow on Snapchat, you know, you think Addison Rae there, Dennis, okay, she breathes in this oxygen. Okay, thank goodness for this oxygen. Well, where did it come from? It's a byproduct. What does it mean byproduct? It's not the intended product of the light reactions. Okay, the light reactions take the light energy, shake up and screw with this water molecule, they break it up, the oxygen is expelled. That's the stuff we're breathing right now. Oxygen. Okay, comes from the light reactions, which occur in the thylakoid, which are in the chloroplast, which are in a plant cell. Okay, so we zoom back in. So here's our plant cell, chloroplast. Zoom in. Here's this thing called a thylakoid where the light reactions take place. The second part of the light reactions are, what happens here? This light energy is converted. This is the craziest thing that plants do for our planet. They take this light energy and they store it into chemicals. All right. Now, one of these chemicals we've heard of before. It's called ATP. All right. We've heard of ATP before. It's generated in the light-dependent reactions. Okay, in the thylakoid. And now there's this new molecule called NADPH. Okay, think of NADPH as this little glove here that can hold some high energy stuff. Okay, that's crazy, right? Well, here you go. So the thylakoid absorbs light energy and it transfers it to two chemicals that can hold it. And this is what we're going to about stop for today. Okay, is that the thylakoid takes energy from sunlight, screws with water, oxygen's produced, but the goal of the light reaction isn't to produce this, right? As far as the plant's concerned, it's the end result that's positive for the plant is the production of ATP, a known high energy molecule, and NADPH. Okay, here's some crazy picture of what happens. A more advanced picture, if you want to see it. Light hits the membrane of the thylakoid is actually where it happens. Okay, water's torn apart in oxygen, but I'm not going to worry too much about that. This is the picture Mr. Mellon and I are going to hold you accountable for. Okay. So tomorrow you can rewatch this. If I went too fast, please send your questions. We'll post a place for that on Schoology. But there you go. That's the light reaction in a nutshell. Okay. What goes in? Light, water. What comes out? ATP, NADPH, and that sweet, sweet oxygen. Okay, guys. That's great. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to try to stop this in a smooth manner.